One of the greatest dangers to the quality of a man's life is when he can't stop thinking about his ex, can't stop thinking about a girl who rejected him, and honestly can't even stop thinking about the girl who he likes. Being 26 now, I realized those problems I had when I was younger were pretty avoidable. And if I realized the true reason of why I couldn't stop thinking about a girl, my life would have been infinitely better. This advice I'm going to give in this video is like me being an older brother, helping you learn from mistakes I made so you don't have to make them. And honestly, this video will teach you more about yourself than about girls. And that's the entire point of everything I do on this channel. And I'm gonna start this video with the truth bomb. If you cannot stop thinking about your ex, this is not healthy. Growing up, I used to think this is just a part of dating, and dating is hard. And that's why I got into this rabbit hole of dating advice. Dating advice just preys on men who idolize relationships, who idolize women. And zoom out for a second and just think about it. If a girl has that much power over you where she changes your emotions, you're thinking about the text to text her, and you're wondering how to get back into her life when she says she doesn't want to be in yours, that makes no sense. And here you need to understand it from this face value. If you cannot stop thinking about a girl, it has everything to say about you and not her, and more specifically, it has everything to do with your past experiences and your nervous system, which doesn't feel safe. Look, I get it. I've been there. All day, every day, for even months, I cannot stop thinking about a particular girl. But what this meant was she has all of my energy. And another word for this is that I was attached to her, and you are attached to this woman. Let me make attachment very clear. Attachment can be healthy. An example of this is parents with their child, and honestly, even marriage. I already know red pill people say, don't get married, don't be attached to your woman. But there's a reason why they're single, unmarried, and have so much hatred toward women. Evolutionarily, attachment was a good thing because it helped us survive. And under the confines of unconditional love, attachment is a very beneficial thing. And if you view marriage in a holy sense, so you get married for God, then the attachment is healthy because in that sense, love is unconditional. Because if you didn't know, in the Christian faith, divorce is not an option. Well, unless they cheated. Well, back to the topic on how you're attached to this woman, I'm sure this isn't news to you. Dating coaches and success gurus will always tell you, if you can't stop thinking about a girl, detach from her, man. But they never tell you how to because they don't know. And for the first 25 years of my life, I didn't know this either. And it's honestly something your dad should have taught you how to do. If a woman or women as a whole have so much of your attention and your thoughts, which includes men like Andrew Tate, Myron Gaines, Sneeko, because they do everything for women, like they became successful to get more girls. This applies to ambitious people like this and not just the guy in the corner eating Cheetos. But this excess attention onto females is a sign from God. It is a sign from your soul that you are not healthy. You're not healthy in intimacy, and you're not healthy from a sense of self-worth and self-love. Honestly, 90% of men's problems can be solved by true self-reflection. But so many people don't do it because they're afraid to ask themselves the tough questions. They're afraid to face the skeletons in their closet. And for this scenario, you need to ask yourself, why am I so attached to this girl? And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not who they are. So many men say that this girl was the love of my life, this girl was perfect, and that's why I can't stop thinking about her. God does not take someone out of your life if they're meant to be there. Rather, this is about how much you put onto the girl. You put her on a pedestal, or you gave her increased importance. Because you externalized your lack of love and worth onto the girl. So when you're with her, you feel so good because you finally feel like you're worthy, you finally feel like you're loved, you finally feel like you're masculine, and you finally feel like you're needed. So this girl isn't perfect, but your nervous system, your soul, thinks she is because you finally feel safe, which if you put two and two together means you feel unsafe in general. And this is what I talk about with a lot of people I work with and in my community. But your past experiences created this feeling where you feel unsafe in your heart. The primary example of putting women on a pedestal is actually a mother wound. This doesn't mean your mother didn't love you. It doesn't mean you didn't have a mom. Rather, it means that your mom may have not loved you in certain circumstances, so you didn't feel nurtured and loved when you needed to. I will use myself as an example. My mom loved me so much. I'm her world. Yet I still had a mother wound because she got sick when I was in middle school, so she wasn't there for me when I needed her at times, even though it wasn't her fault. So I looked for this nurturing, this love, this safety in other women because I didn't get that necessary feeling from my mom. But this doesn't just have to do with your mom. And this can be from middle school, high school, even college. But this is self-reflection you need to do. If you haven't joined my free community, definitely join that. I have a free course in there, which will begin to guide you towards your goals because your world is a reflection about how you feel internally. And you not being able to recover from your ex is a byproduct of this, just in a relationship realm. Now you realize you're attached to this girl, but also realize the important aspect that you just made the girl more than she is, and she just represents things you lacked from your past, which you haven't healed from yet because you can. Now you can begin to truly heal and move on because you identified your symptom, which is not the lack of this woman. It's the lack of self-love and self-worth that you have. And another shameless plug, join my free course. I go over this and I help you. Don't be dumb. Get the free help thousands of men have gotten in there as well. But I'm not gonna let you leave this video without practical steps on how to heal and honestly recover rather quickly. And trust me, I did this last year when I was in the same boat that you may be in now. And I have 2 practical steps. And the first one is forgiving the woman. I know, mind-blowing, right? You're supposed to try and prove her wrong. You're supposed to make her regret what she did. And you're supposed to make her come back fighting for your attention again. Which is low-key a very feminine way of looking at relationships. I've noticed with both men and women, we love to blame the relationship failure on the other person. Which is a very selfish viewpoint, which is why most people don't grow from their previous relationships. Which is why people don't grow in their next relationship. But going back to a point I mentioned earlier, your relationships are a reflection of yourself. How people treat you is a reflection of how you treat yourself. Meaning if someone treats you bad or a relationship ended, you are responsible. Which is another reason why to forgive the woman. A priest told me this week, forgiveness isn't a feeling. Forgiveness is not going to be like I feel joy and I like this person so I'm going to forgive them. Forgiveness is a choice. It's a choice that you make in your mind, not how you feel, that you don't want this person to suffer anymore. You don't want this person to never find love again. You don't want this person to regret not choosing you. This forgiveness perspective makes sense in every way. It helps the other person because you're giving them good thoughts, which should make you at least feel a little good. But more importantly, you cannot make room for another relationship without the forgiveness, because the forgiveness is what allows you to heal and get rid of this baggage. And forgiveness is also a decision on your end to stop suffering. You suffering to some degree is a choice. And this decision is the choice that I don't want to suffer anymore. This doesn't mean you're going to feel happy the next day, but it means that you can start to feel happier. And you begin to look at women with a lens of truth. You stop giving her importance, you stop putting her on a pedestal, and you realize you're just externalizing your own self-worth and self-love onto somebody, and you can take those things and get your power back. And the last practical step actually comes from the book Reality Transurfing. And it's actually a visualization technique to stop thinking about your ex. So in Reality Transurfing, it talks about pendulums, which I kind of talk about as energy vampires. This woman is an energy vampire for you. She's taking all of your energy. And the way to free yourself from the pendulum, or the woman in this case, is to throw the pendulum off track. And an example it gave in the book is to visualize what they need. For context, I did this last year when I couldn't stop thinking about a girl. And I'm not kidding when I say this. The next day, I felt infinitely better. So the pendulum wants you to hate this woman and want her back. And you throw off this pendulum by visualizing good things for the woman. The book mentions how the woman will feel better about you, but that's not why you're doing it. You're not trying to make her like you more, but you're generally doing this from a good place so that the woman will be happy. So in my example, the girl wasn't dating anymore, didn't have a good relationship with her dad, and didn't have the best relationship with the church. And I knew that these things would make her life infinitely better and she'd be way happier. So I went in a chair and I closed my eyes and visualized. I visualized her getting a text from her dad and her dad going up to her and giving her a much needed hug. And I also visualized her going to church and feeling the love of Christ overwhelming her to where she was crying. These were things she needed and I visualized them for her so that she would feel this love. And it throws off the pendulum's plan, the devil's plan, whatever you want to call it, because it's like, why is this guy wishing for good things to happen to this person? I know this sounds insane, but trust me, do it and you will see it's gonna make you feel better. And worst case scenario, you gave this person good thoughts and you reap what you sow in this life. Fundamentally though, if you cannot stop thinking about your ex or a woman, it has nothing to do with the woman and all about you. and you need to heal. Because your past affects your present and your future, and this is a clear example. So again, if you have not joined the free course, check it out. And I made another video about dating, about pulling back, and one on the worst dating coach I've ever seen in my life. Check out these two videos, and I'll see you next time.